Today, we're going to really dive into your story. So if you don't have a pen and a piece of paper, like make sure you grab one, something that you can take notes on so you can start crafting your story. So the first part of your story is you want to connect with your audience of who you're talking to. So number one is talking to them about where you've been. So that way you can say, hey, I've been there. I know what it's like to XYZ. So what's the struggle that they're having the struggle that they have that you can say, hey, I've been there. So think about your story, think about where you've struggled. So in telling my story, I know what it's like to be a network marketer and to really struggle and to not have the recruits that I want and to feel like I'm working so hard, but I'm not seeing any results. Feeling like I'm doing everything right. And no matter what I do, I cannot rank up. Like I've been there, I've gone through that. And so when you start talking about this, like think about end goal of what we want. We want them either to become a recruit or to become a customer of ours. And so what's one of those problems that you can solve that your company, your opportunity, think of all of the things that your product, your opportunity, it can solve, right? So first thing is talk about where you've been. So what were the things that you were struggling with that you can connect with them and say, hey, like you link arms, you're like, I am right there with you. I know what that's like. Second thing is you're going to talk about what that major problem was. So you can say, like, I was trying to do my reach outs, I'm trying to remember what my upline called it. I think it was like doing your high five every single day. So every day it was like going through and talking to 5 different people. So it could be talking to 5 customers, talking to 5 recruits, 5 potentials, like all of those things. So you're going to talk about what are those 5 things or those 5 people that you can talk to every single day. So I was doing that and nothing was moving the needle. I wasn't getting parties booked. I would go and do fairs and shows. Like I was like very religious about doing those and I was getting nowhere with them. So you really dive more into the problem, right? So that's number 2. Number 3 is you're going to talk about how you tried the traditional way. So you tried doing what everyone else is telling you. I tried what my upline said. I tried just posting on social media. There's so many things that I tried. I tried all of these things that were the traditional way of building a network marketing business, and it just didn't work. But then, so this is number 4, then I stumbled on a new opportunity, something new. What was it? So for me, I stumbled upon, I saw an ad, like it was a billboard as I'm driving down the freeway in Salt Lake. I saw this billboard for an online marketing course. And it was like one Saturday for a few hours, you could go and learn about online marketing. And so that's how I kind of stumbled upon this opportunity, right? So how did you stumble upon your opportunity? Either your actual opportunity or your products. Like what was it that stumbled upon it? All right. Then number 2, or let's see, we're on number 5. The second part of this is you need to talk about how you were skeptical about it. This is how you are going to overcome people's objections, because I'm sure that there were things that you thought, I don't know if this is the right thing for me, right? So it could be that it was like, maybe it was too expensive. It could be that like, who knows if this is really going to work? Like if it's a weight loss thing, you're going to be like, am I really going to be able to lose those 20 pounds? Because I've tried things before. When I looked at this like billboard, I'm like, hey, is this really going to work? Is someone who, like, at the time didn't really know much about online marketing at all. I knew how to build websites, but that was it. So I didn't really know anything about Google or anything. So is this really something that's going to work for me? Because that's the number one question that people are asking themselves of why they don't join or buy your stuff. It's because they're asking the question, will this work for me? So if you answer that question for them, they're going to be more likely to join and to buy your product. So you're going to talk about how you were skeptical. This is a way that, one, you're showing your authenticity, and two, you're connecting with them because they're going to be like, yeah, I think that too. Okay. So then number 6, this is where you're going to talk about the magic result. So even though you were skeptical, you pushed through it. And now where is your life? So you're going to talk about like, what was that next thing, that next step? So maybe if it was weight loss, you're like, I tried it for a week, and in a week I lost 3 pounds. And I'm like, okay, I'm on to something. And now I'm continuing doing it, and I'm continually losing, right? Or it could be that you decided, you know what, I'm going to sign up for this, and I'm just going to do it. And within my first month, I got this result. So it doesn't have to be something amazing. It's not like I joined my company and I made $1 million. It's I joined, and in my first month, I had so much fun. It doesn't always have to be financial. It could be like that in your first month. Like my first month in my network marketing business, I think I made $13. That was it. It wasn't that much. But then my next month I made 800, and I was like, okay, there's something to this, right? And so, but the biggest thing, like when I joined my network marketing company, this was not the first one that I had joined. When I joined my very first one, like I was trying to get parties. I was trying to get people to buy it. No one wanted to buy it. Everyone knew someone that would give it to them at a discount. And I just couldn't win. And so having that experience, and then when I joined my second network marketing company, and I would tell people about what I did, and they loved it, and they wanted to book a party, and then they wanted to buy, I'm like, this is fun. Like people want to buy things from me, right? And so you could talk about that as just, that is a big selling point in itself. So it doesn't have to be like this big, amazing thing. If you have an amazing story, definitely tell that, but don't feel like your story isn't worth something because you don't have this like gigantic, like rags to riches kind of results. The last part of your story is why you're choosing to share this with others. So in my story, like I was skeptical about like, is this really going to work for me? Am I going to know how to do online marketing, right? And what happened was I sat in that class and I just soaked everything in, and I found this passion that I didn't even know that I had. I fell in love with online marketing, and that really, it just unleashed a beast. Like I was ready to just learn as much as I could, and I just had to have everything and learn as much as I could. So I studied and studied and studied, and I started applying those things to my business, and then they started working. And I got to a point where I was recruiting 8 to 10 recruits every single month. And it was all happening all like on autopilot, really. Like I would not set it and forget it, but I would set it and it would just like work for me. And it was way less work than talking to the 5 people a day and like doing all these things that my upline was telling me to do. And so I knew that I had this system that I could teach other people that would work for them too. And because I had such great success, and it really changed the whole trajectory of my life, because I was able to sit down in this class that I just saw this random billboard for, that I wanted to share this with other people. I wanted to share, like, you don't have to be tied to your phone. You can really create a true business in your network marketing business with systems and automation and being able to pay for paid traffic that actually gives you a better return than spending 10 hours a day sitting at a booth trying to peddle your stuff. So that's why I share what I'm doing. What is it, and how are you sharing the things that you're doing? And so as you're putting this story together, so those are the 7 steps. We'll go over them one more time. So the first one is, I've been where you are. Second one is what your major problem was. Third one is that you've tried the traditional way. Fourth is you stumbled upon an opportunity, whatever that is. Fifth is you were skeptical to try it. Sixth is what is your magic result? And then 7 is why you want to share it. The thing is, with your story, it's going to, depending on who you're talking to, the message is going to change just a little bit. So the stumbling blocks that you have, the things that you were skeptical of, there may be like 10 things that you were skeptical of, but in your story, depending on your audience, you're only going to talk about 1 or 2 of them. And so your story does change just a little bit. It's not that your story, like you're lying, your story is changing. It's just depending on our audience, we talk about different things that will resonate with them. And so if you write out a really, 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 really long story, use that as kind of your framework. But then when you actually tell your story, you want to make sure you're just picking out the pieces that are going to resonate with the people that you're talking to.